up, fellas? We are live for Pick Central on the Barstool Sportsbook YouTube channel. Rumors of my demise on the show, a little greatly exaggerated yesterday by Brandon Walker. He's out today. I'm back hosting, and I'm joined by a great cast of characters. On my left, and we'll start with Smitty in today. What's up, Smitty? How are you?
Great cast of characters. Very grateful to be here. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, good to have you as well. Marty Mush, what's up?
How are we? How we doing? Antonio Brown's on the COVID list.
Is he really?
That's unfortunate.
So Zach Ertz.
He stinks.
Yeah.
Big
It's
F?
weird that he stinks.
Big F, how are you doing?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
think he's
was
underutilized.
Crazy morning. I mean, Mincy and Brandon got into it again. Mincy once again got the better of him physically, and now Brandon's out.
True.
Yeah,
He literally kicked him not only
Quit
out of the
the
show,
show.
but out of the company. He's gone
Quit the show.
forever. He might just be dead.
He's actually already driving back to Mississippi.
He's gone. Mincy,
Honestly,
Mincy just
if
had
you
too
want-
much pop in that right hand.
If you want Brandon Walker out of here, and I'm not saying any of us do, but it wouldn't be that hard to do because you can just get him riled up, and he can't shove again.
Yeah,
And I think you could get him to the point where
Would you say he's the most triggerable in the company?
I think he's up there.
Triggerable?
He's up there. Well, him and
Rico is.
the
Yeah,
gentleman
that's true,
not
that's
here
true,
right
of
now.
course.
Brandon could take the initial. Rico can't even take the initial.
That's fair. That's fair.
You could work Brandon up eventually and get him, you know?
Well, I mean, he can be triggered pretty easily. He wasn't very happy on Saturday after that Memphis-Mississippi State thing. I can more than tell y'all that. Bunch of stuff to get into today. I went ahead and looked at all the early lines for college NFL.
Mincy.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, money line.
I have Notre Dame +6 on my card.
Money line, Notre Dame. If a team in the past 5 years, if you bet $100 on a team that is +6 or +6.5 money line, you'd be up $5,000. Just saying.
Wow. So the system's +5 or +6?
No, 6 or 6.5. Notre Dame
Who looked up that
money
stat for
line.
It's got to be Ebo.
Ebo.
Okay.
I asked
You
him.
guys are wizards.
I asked him look up money lines in college from 6.5 to 9, and he said 6 and 6.5 is the right number.
It's good to know.
So for home teams catching 6.
No, it's both.
Well, this is I would say this is a neutral site game.
Okay.
But my thoughts when I looked at Wisconsin Notre Dame, and like I said, I spent a couple hours on the stuff last night. I'm trying to do Tuesday nights or my go through everything, put everything first on my card, start sourcing all that, and then I let it flow during the week.
You didn't send us your card this week. Who
Yeah, I
you're
should've.
questionable.
Yeah. Well, I
You
should
tell
have.
us the lines.
Yeah. Well, my thing on Wisconsin Notre Dame game is the over/under's 46. I mean, it's really low. It's hard to lay 6 points in a game that's going to be low scoring and could be fairly.
Yes.
It's tough to lay that with Wisconsin because they're trying to beat you 20-10.
You also
24-10.
It's a neutral game, but if you're traveling to a Notre Dame game, where you flying into? Chicago.
Yeah.
So
Chicago's got a big Notre Dame
I
base.
think Notre Dame is going to be almost like the home team here.
It's going to be 50-50. They're about the same distance from Madison. I think is only 2 hours also.
I just think that Notre Dame's going to travel a little better, but it doesn't really matter.
Notre Dame, if their run defense can hold up decently, they'll stay in that game, I think. And
Yeah.
then Jack Cohen, the revenge, left Wisconsin. Big storyline there.
Exactly. I'm telling you, Notre Dame money line.
Ev, y'all getting excited about hitting the road for the Barstool College
Yeah,
Football
I
Show to
can't wait.
Chicago? I saw 9:30 start. That's got to be pretty
Yep.
with the Chicago crew.
I'll
I'm sure
be up
making
in
appearances.
my usual routine of doing these early shows. I wake up in the hotel room about 6:37, take a shower, and I have a Waka Flocka playlist that I listen to in my apartment, or not in the hotel room, and that gets me fired up. It's the some Waka get the juices flowing.
Is that your pre-Rough and Rowdy playlist?
Probably not. It's different.
Okay.
It's a different. That'd be more of a laser focus type, me against the world.
What do you
playlist.
listen to, Mish? Besides eating hot dogs with Diplo?
I didn't listen to anything.
Yeah. That's psychotic.
I almost kind of like
See,
that.
that's psychotic,
In your
but I was
thoughts.
also listening to Mozart's Requiem, which is also
Interesting.
Oh, I
Equally
also
an
I
opposite
listen to
psychotic.
sad songs to get hyped up. But I mean, Matt Brown was in his room for 2.5 hours just listening to music and getting ready, and that just gets in your own head. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to do it maybe a half hour before.
Yeah.
2.5 hours, that's a lot. You're almost drained, I feel like. You're getting too fired up for too long.
Thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt for a sec?
Sure.
The 6 Iron Kid is calling in from a closet at work. He's on line 2. Can we put him live now?
We definitely can.
That's sick, son of
All
a
right,
bitch.
he's on.
I was just DMing with him.
It's on. 6 Iron, go.
All right, let's get him. Line 2. What's up, 6 Iron Kid? Welcome back to Pick Central. How are you?
Boys, I'm in a closet right now. Don't know what to do.
So
People keep passing me.
it's going to be okay.
Listen, I have strep. I'm on antibiotics. This pick had to get through. Can't breathe. Blue Jays, money line, win the series, move it out, 2 o'clock Central. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, yeah. Blue Jays money line.
Take care of yourself, man. Strapping in the closet sounds a little rough. But we appreciate you going all out to make sure you get the pick in for the people.
He's out.
He's out.
Oh, God.
I love
Thoughts,
you,
boys?
6-iron kid. Well, I'm switching my pick. I was on the Rays.
I'm on the
gone.
Rays, too.
Swap it. Blue Jays.
I'll
say less.
I'll say something. Didn't seem like a rush pick.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the 6-iron kid's playing the character up a little too much for me right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
of course he is.
Yeah,
But he has to.
I don't think he has to.
Don't doubt him.
No, I think I'm going to doubt him today.
I doubted him last week. I wasn't here for the Pick Central history last year, and I learned the hard way. So
3 in a row plus money. This
I
one also plus money.
Legitimately was
Who's
like,
on
that's
the bump for the Rays?
only
and
game.
the Blue Jays.
I believe it's.
I'm not going against
I
him.
know I know the Rays are Patino. Or Patino.
It's
Merriweather
versus Patino.
He's only pitched he's got 7 innings pitched on the year. Bullpen game.
Bullpen game.
Well, I mean, the Rays live on bullpen games. It seems like the
Well, for
past 10
the
years.
for the Blue Jays is the bullpen game.
Oh.
Patino's pitched 70 innings.
He starts.
Okay.
But actually, that's kind of why I like the Rays. He pitches very well at home.
Game's at
Patino.
3-2, so get your picks in.
Marty,
I'm not changing.
I want to ask before we get into the football and sports, just a little off topic. So I've been following this Nadu Jersey Jerry, rough and rowdy. I know you're good friends with Jersey Jerry. I mean, I know he's not messing around.
He's not. This is what's going to happen. It's Jersey Jerry didn't even ask about money. He just saw a tweet, said, "Don't disrespect me. I'm going to fight you." Nadu is doing what Nadu does. He gets involved with people that work here, and he's and I'll give it to him. People find interest in it, so he knows what he's doing. I know Nadu's not dumb, and he knows what's going to get people fired up, and this is what got him fired up. Jersey Jerry would definitely fight. I don't think Nadu's going to fight. I think he's going to ask for $300K.
But a peek behind the curtain for just how insane Rico is. Rico comes in steaming today looking for a person named Kyle, who we don't even know. And apparently this individual on the 3rd floor, Rico confronted today because he sent out a tweet yesterday that what was it, Mush?
It was that during the fight, it was like, oh, Jersey Jerry wants to fight Rico and Raffaretti instead of Nadu, but it was a picture of Nadu and it said Rico. So he came in. He came in. He goes, "Where the fuck is Kyle?" I'm like, "Who's that?
Who's Kyle?"
And then, so TJ, does that kid tweet shit out for us or something?
Yes, Kyle Levy. He's also the kid that tried to fight Jack Mack.
Oh, that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can that guy?
I still
can
don't
this
even
kid?
know who this
can we?
is.
Can you text him to come down here?
I don't have his number. I can email him.
Email him. Be like,
I
hey,
have
come
no
on the show. I need to
literally
talk
no
to this
clue
guy.
who this
Well,
is.
I remember when that Jack Mack thing was going on, he was tweeting to fight Jack Mack, and I quote tweeted it, just imagine being
Like McGuire or McCarthy?
Yeah, McGuire.
McGuire.
Imagine
That
being
guy?
on your
This
first
guy?
Imagine being on your first week of the job in a non-content role in a business floor, just calling out content people to fight.
Oh, so should we not have this kid? We're giving him
I don't want to give him the time. Of
all right,
day,
don't
really,
email. I don't want to give him.
I just
I
want
thought
to
he was
see
just
his
a random
face.
guy.
I just
Yeah.
wanna-
Yeah, I have no idea who it is.
I
but
must have seen him before.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Rico said he's gonna write a blog just saying Kyle likes ISIS, and Rico's going
Imagine
Rico.
that kid versus Jack Mack. What, 17 people would buy that? Who-
Shots fired.
No, Kyle.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
guy, I don't like him now. That's upsetting. The guy who tweets our show now, we're fucking.
yeah. Now we're all screwed.
I saw Hank posted on Twitter, Nadu not to fight and bail minus 1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably going to happen. I mean, he's going to say
Think
the
that's a fair
number.
line?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I
Money talks a little bit. We'll see how much he's getting.
Definitely
get a lot more than Mush and me combined, just for showing up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I hope it happens because that'd be a really good fight, and that would draw a lot of attention.
Oh, for sure.
Big time. And it will draw a lot of attention because Dave, Dave promotes the fight. He obviously does Rough and Rowdy, but Dave would really fucking promote this one.
Yep.
Especially
that
really
Enrico
good.
won't be allowed.
Mm-hmm.
He won't be involved either because he won't be allowed to, and it'd be unbelievable. I hope it happens.
All right, before we go down the big football rabbit hole, looking at college and NFL ahead to the weekend, just want to talk a little bit about y'all's baseball teams. How are we feeling about the Yanks? I know you got a big series against the Red Sox this weekend.
Well, we're taking care of the Rangers so far, which we have to. Just simply have to. Judge hit a home run last night. Gallo hit a home run. They refuse to play Luke Voigt. I don't understand why. But
it'll make too much sense just putting Gallo, Stanton, Judge in the outfield at once.
No,
right?
yeah, it's too much sense.
It definitely didn't go well the first time we started doing it.
No,
it's
not like
awful. It's not like Giancarlo went an absolute tear when he was playing right field, but
now
you know
what?
Just DH.
We're a half game out of the Blue Jays. This is going to be an insane race for the next. Was it 2 weeks?
Y'all play the Blue Jays anymore?
Everyone has around that like 10
and
games.
we play the Red Sox this weekend.
I knew that.
So the Red Sox this weekend's a huge series because they're only a game and a half up from us, and but yeah, it's going to be a fucking actual battle. So we play the Blue Jays, play the Red Sox, and we play the Rays. So yeah.
I don't sense a lot. Okay, y'all both don't look very confident.
We end with the Rays.
It's
the pitching's.
Is Garrett Cole still banged up?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. 100%.
But the Rays could have everything locked up by then.
No, for sure.
Hopefully they. I think they kind of do already. But hopefully
they got the best record in the AL. I think they got to be a couple games from clinching the division. I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Smitty, how are you feeling about Phillies? Got any shot left?
They do. They are on what is less than life support, if there is something. Like they have the vegetative state that they might be able to come back from, which they did a little bit. They in a playoff race they went 19 straight innings of a scoreless baseball, because why would you want to score against the Mets and then get shut out by the Orioles at home? But lucked out last night. Shout out JT Realmuto. And they got Zach Wheeler on the bump today in essentially a must-win game from here on out. They got 11 games left. 3 of them are against the Braves, 3 games out. Not looking good. What's going to happen, because why wouldn't it to Philadelphia fans, is they'll end up being a game ahead after the Braves series and then get swept in Miami and lose out the division.
I'm sorry, really fast. This is probably Brandon's worst nightmare. Stu talking to his sister.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
That's the last thing Brandon would ever want in his life.
Yeah,
we should encourage him to write a tweet.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Stu supposed to be popping in here for a second. Wednesday,
boy.
he always pops in. He's not. I guess he's out of the suit already from the Barstool Sports Advisors. Yeah, they just showed a picture of Stu and Walker.
Stu.
Come on, Stu. We need the fans want it. We're getting Stu anxiously walking. Got Stu Feiner. What's up, Stu? Thank you for popping in, Pick Central. Good to see you as always. How we doing? How we doing on this fine Wednesday?
Ready to roll. Listen, the show Barstool Sports Advisors is so great, not because I'm on and I'm great, but really because I'm on and I'm great. And I could carry my show, the whole show myself as being the best show ever in the history of everything, any medium of media. But then you have Dave and Big Cat and Hannah and Tommy. It's fucking crazy. But it was so funny. And El Prez asked me eloquently to go to Chicago on the private plane, first class, everything, and I had to say no because I'm like, I make $100,000 a week, and I have to be at my desk. You know what I mean? Like, I have no time to go to Chicago. No matter what. Even if he would pay me, which he'll never pay me, so that's never happening. All right, quickly, Oklahoma State is playing.
They're at home, laying
Kansas
six to K-State.
K-State's 25. Which I don't really like 25 because like Oak State in theory could be like ranked 26 or 27 or 28, but I think the line in that game is telling you that they are the winner. It's a very big line. I think you would have bought equal money, or you didn't need to go to 6.5 because now you're only getting Kansas State money, pure Kansas State money. You're getting public money, you're getting sucker money, you're getting a lot of money that looks like, why is Oklahoma State 6.5? They could have opened the game 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. It's up to 6.5 right now. I think the game is ticking upwards towards 7. So if you're going to bet it, I would bet it right fucking now. And I love that play. It was the same play as last week, West Virginia, unranked against number 15.
That was a rough right side. That was a tough ending.
And listen. Nothing is ever easy. It's gambling, and nothing is ever easy when you're lunging a game. But I'm lunging. Oklahoma State. I think they cut my mic. Or I blew the mic out.
Ev, what do you? I know you're trying to get some revenge on Kansas State after they got Nevada last
No,
night.
I love it. I've always been just kind of almost like a system thing. Just like you get unranked team favorite over the ranked team. I'm taking it every time. Have to. Absolutely have to.
Stu, I'm coming out to see you this weekend.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Stu,
Sunday.
Who was it you were talking to out there? We didn't. We're just seeing someone like very nice out there.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Do you actually not know who
Stu
you
might
talked
not
to?
know. Yeah.
Who was I talking to?
Those two girls?
Oh, I was talking to Brandon Walker's sister. Holy fuck, she's hot. I'd fuck her. I mean, if I was single, if Sandy died. Only if Sandy died, because, you know me, I talk shit, but she owns my dick and my balls for 40-some-odd years. But I'd fuck her, yeah, she's hot. Plus, she's super nice. She's, like, so nice. Like, when she told me who she was, like, she smiled. It was amazing. And she had a friend, Sam. But, yeah, she was gorgeous. Really sweet. What was her name again? What's her name?
It's Katie.
Caitlin. Katie or Caitlin?
I think it's Katie.
Very nice person.
Katie.
Very nice.
Yes. No, absolutely. So I was excited. I was stunned. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, how did you get to work here? You know, whatever. But, I guess Brandon's trying to take over. Why not? Hello, Erica. Erica just walked by. She's so fucking hot. I mean, if she was broke, she's fucking hot. She is just smoking hot. I don't give a fuck what people say.
Woo! You were ready to roll today, Stu.
All right, how about them Yankees?
Woo! Yankees, life or death every day. On the cusp of greatness and on the cusp of death. I mean, listen,
Not
they
wrong.
lose.
Not wrong.
They lose, and it just shows you how hard it is to win.
It really is hard to win. You're right. That's what I've been saying.
Couldn't have said it better.
They put that whole team together, and then it went to total shit.
It's not total shit. It's shit.
You know something? They should have signed the shortstop that's at Philly. What was his name again?
Didi.
So that was the first, insanely bad move. As a lefty, what in God's name did he do to not get money?
I mean, I don't know if you've seen Didi Gregorius play at all. Plays in the last 365 days, but I feel bad because he's a nice guy, and
he's marketably
he
bad.
fucking sucks.
Does he?
I sent out a tweet last night. Every single game.
You're a Philly fan, so you have him now.
Every single game.
So he's
as a shortstop, he can't get the ball out of his glove.
Never been good for you?
Last year he was good.
So you've had him for what, 3 years or 2 years?
2 years, I believe, maybe 3.
Okay, so last year he was good.
So he was fine. This year,
He's
abysmal
a bust.
shortstop.
Yeah.
He has no bat. He stinks. He should not be in the lineup.
Wow.
He was a good Yankee.
He's a great Yankee.
And honestly,
he's
he had
awesome, dude.
And he came into it he literally was the guy who took over shortstop after Derek
He
Jeter.
was a great Yankee.
Dude, he cannot get the ball out of his glove.
That's so
It's
wild.
embarrassing.
He was a solid fielder.
All right,
and
I
he
stand
hit well.
corrected because
Yes.
you watch him every day.
He has 10
I'm
home
in
runs.
yes
He's not
years with
swinging a
Didi.
good stick.
You know what I mean? I'm 5
Tough.
year ago, Didi. I love Didi. But the Yankees went downhill.
We
when
just
they
had
didn't sign him.
had too many infielders. He just was kind of the odd man out with just age and contracts.
Well, you can't go bust on Gleyber Torres now as your shortstop, which you have, right? He's never gonna be a
I mean, he
shortstop.
stinks as a shortstop.
That's the move they made, right?
He's a good
'Cause they
second
thought
baseman.
He was going to be the shortstop, no?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
yeah.
That's why they let Didi go. And now that's a bust. So that,
I don't know what's happened to him this year. It's crazy. He just
But
the power, everything.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yankees are exciting, if nothing else. I mean, they're in, every day they could be into the playoffs, out of the playoffs.
Yeah, the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Red Sox all fighting.
Blue Jays and Red Sox are both better teams than the Yankees. But I don't know if that is, that doesn't mean the Yankees can't get in.
That's true.
The Blue Jays, I would say,
Blue Jays
right
scared
now.
me.
Blue Jays lineup is the best in baseball. I bet it in Dodgers even. It's a scary lineup.
Top to bottom,
and they're all
it's
young.
crazy.
I mean, they're all 22 years old. But, all right, so Didi sucks now. Wow.
Yeah,
so
it's a shame.
wow.
It's a big shame. Awesome dude. Great leader. Just stinks. Got it.
Now, do you fire Girardi or it's not his fault? How did Gabe Kapler, that fucking steroid head, get this team in the best
San Fran,
record
man.
in baseball?
I mean,
That's
he
amazing.
He adjusted. Girardi is
Because he was no good for Philly, Kapler, right?
He's mixed. He was mixed. I think he wasn't a good fit for Philly, but I think as a manager, he had potential, which is obviously being seen now. Girardi has 1 year left on his contract. I think he's going to be going into next year as kind of a lame duck because, no, it hasn't been his fault this year, but he hasn't really helped his cause. So
No,
what are you
he
gonna
hasn't
do?
done nothing. He hasn't made a difference. you could have had the same record and paid someone five times less money.
Probably.
Well, damn. Any other? I know you can't give away anything for advisors with the five picks, but any other football games catch your eye this weekend worth mentioning?
NFLs.
You can say the game without saying the pick.
I mean, I love Giants.
I like the Giants. Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
I mean,
Giving 3 to Atlanta. Falcons look
are
rough.
the worst team in the NFL.
They're bad.
And Giants are not far behind, but they can't go 0-3.
Especially playing a bad team.
You can't lose to that team, and you're favored. It might be the only game all year you're favored. Like, if you lose this game, you may never be favored the rest of the year.
Yeah, if you're in a survivor pool that's specifically a rebuy, hammer the Giants with it.
Yeah, I love Giants. So I would say Giants.
Love it.
How do y'all feel about it, Ev and Marty?
I mean, no, I kind of agree with them. I mean, the Falcons just aren't very good. I mean, as much as I've given Daniel Jones shit, he wasn't the reason we lost last week. He played really, really well last week. I'd love to see him put a couple together. I definitely wouldn't hate it. I'm not opposed to it at all. I'm not like wishing for him to fail. Just the first few years, just the turnovers and everything. I just didn't see it, but.
You go 0-3, you fire the GM and head coach right then and there. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's 14 more games. I really don't.
I think the head coach
can't
should
lose
stay.
this game.
See, I like
Can't
Joe
lose
Judge.
this game.
Gettleman. If this
Can't
year
go
goes
0-3.
south, Gettleman should go.
But I also can see them winning this game and reeling me back in, and then it's just like this.
No, they're going to only win, 4 or 5 games maximum. They suck. They're not good. They're not a good team.
I got one more I wanted to ask you about. The Raiders look very obvious with
What's the line?
the Raiders are 3.5 at home against the Dolphins with Jacoby Brissett starting.
Raiders are home?
Yeah, I just feel like
3.5.
it looks
That's small.
Yeah,
That's telling you the Dolphins are going to go in there and
that's what I'm saying. I was wondering if that was hitting your radar too.
Tua's definitely out.
Yes, ruled out.
But it just like Raiders 2-0.
He's
ruled out this morning.
He's ruled out. Yeah.
Is he with?
Yeah,
he has
Brissett.
the ribs.
It's broken.
Yeah,
They said
Brissett's
broken.
start.
He's out.
So it's
I just
Brissett,
saw the line
it's
and thought it would be
Jacoby Brissett.
Raiders by 5 or 6, and it was 3.5. It looks
Wow, that's even more weird.
yeah, it looks very odd.
I mean,
That's
Jacoby's a
even
game
crazier.
manager. He's not like awful.
Well, I
he's
mean,
not like what the
Brissett?
Texans are throwing out tomorrow.
The way the Raiders are playing, they should be bigger than that.
True.
Especially if you're telling me 2 is out.
And they're at home.
That looks like a sucker bet to me.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up because that was
All
the
right,
one, that was the one.
guys, I'm out of here. I got to be quick here.
Great to see you, bud.
Number 1, if you can't eat it, you don't fuck it. Number 2, disagree, set free. Number 3, the way out is the way through. I love you. God bless you. You're never overmatched. Be great. Take no shit from no one. I love you. Love yourself. I love you. Love yourself. Brandon Walker! Hold on. I met you, sister. Hot.
I know that you met her. Why don't you fucking
Well, you
calm
know something?
down?
Right, listen, can I say
Why don't you
something?
fucking calm down?
Can I say something?
Please.
Listen, I would never be disrespectful.
You can't just run around saying you're going to fuck everybody.
No?
No.
Well, it would be like, if I ever thought of fucking you, but I only like pussy.
Right.
Now I know what you'd look like, and I would fuck you.
Honestly,
Because
I think that
his
response
sister
is a
looks
compliment.
like him and good looking, and you'd be good looking too. Like you're a well hung man.
Man.
I think that response was perfect.
He's so funny.
He disarmed
You know
it.
something? He really is funny though. He's so
Brandon doesn't
funny.
know what to do.
He's just so fun. Like usually he'd come in and
doesn't
blow
know-
a gasket.
he
but
doesn't know whether to-
he doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't know whether to smack me or hug me.
Yeah, he's just lost. He's at a loss.
She was very cool. I got to lose weight. I'm looking myself on camera.
I'm not
I look
looking. I'm
disgusting.
looking rough too,
I look
Stu.
like
I'm not happy
90-year-old
either.
No, but I look like a 90-year-old bowling ball. I look if a Jew became like a bowling ball, it's what I look like.
I feel your pain, Stu.
All right, I'm out of here. I love you. I love you.
Stu,
Stu.
thank you.
Love you, Stu.
Thank you for coming by, Stu. Appreciate it. I haven't seen Brandon that was funny. Because he usually come in here and like blow a guy. He was literally at a loss. I feel like Brandon was literally like at a loss. I mean, I guess because it was Stu, but
Who the fuck knows?
I loved all of that. From beginning to end, I loved it.
Well, let me tell you all about some Cuts clothing then, boys. Fellas, the sport of business means demanding excellence from your craft and wardrobe. Your fits need to be versatile, blending timeless style and comfort so you look as good as you feel. For that, there's Cuts clothing. They've taken a classic men's fashion staple, the plain tee, and refined it, combining premium quality with a minimal aesthetic. Cuts shirts, polos, hoodies, and crew sweatshirts are made for the man who works hard, plays hard, and never settles for less, all in the sport of business. Cuts is premium with a purpose. Each piece of clothing is designed with custom-engineered fabric, expertly graded for the perfect fit, arming you for every challenge and opportunity. It's not just a lifestyle. It's not just clothing. It's office leisure apparel for the sport of business. Get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing. All right, boys.
Hey, could that Dolphins line just not be updated totally?
Here, I'll take a look at it.
Oh yeah. We can talk a few like lines that hit the thing. We'll take a couple calls and we'll do our picks. That Dolphins one just jumped off the board looking sketchy to me after they lost 35-0 or whatever last week, and Brissett couldn't move the ball. Raiders 2-0, huge win at Pittsburgh. Thought the Raiders would be 4.5 to 6 there, and it was only 3.5. That one looked really weird to me.
Yeah,
Off the board right now.
Okay, well,
So it might adjust from the 3.5. We'll see.
so
I honestly can't imagine it would adjust too much.
I don't know.
I'd be surprised if it was more than like a point.
Brissett isn't a bum.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'd be
it's
surprised if it was more than like a point.
he doesn't look good in the Miami's uniform.
No, he doesn't.
Nah, he looked much better. In,
He needs to be a Colt.
Colt.
Patriot.
Colts, yeah.
He looked good with the Patriots.
Look great with the Patriots.
He won that start.
Yeah.
Smitty, well, you're here. I wanted to ask. So Eagles Dallas Monday night. Dallas 4, which I thought seemed low.
Yeah.
I think I was looking at over 52 pretty big.
Yeah.
I think
That
last
seems-
week was a little weird with that under 17-11 game. I felt like Philly had a lot of plays called back, and I also think that on the fast track, Hurts is fast.
See, I think that under seems a little high to me.
You think 52 seems too high?
The Eagles shut down the 49ers for all intents and purposes. I think it could be another 2017 game like the Dallas Cowboys played last week
so we're on
against the
opposite.
Chargers.
That was the early look. What did you think
We'll
about what did you think about the line?
I think the line favors the Cowboys.
I thought it would be 5 or 6 though. I was surprised it was that low.
I don't know.
Dallas so public.
The Eagles are still a very tough read. You come out, you blow out the Falcons, and like you have a chance to win the 49ers game, and you just look like that bad, but it's only a 6-point game, but you dominated the first half. But Brandon Graham's out, who's one of the best D linemen, or Brandon Brooks is out, who's one of the best O linemen. I don't know. I don't have a read on him. I didn't have a read on him last week. I don't really have a read on him now. I know they're going to come out and fight, which is nice, but actually play good football, I don't fucking know.
The NFC East, and y'all know way more about it than me because all y'all's teams are in it, but I've made money for years just betting underdogs blind at that division. All rivalry games. You just take the points, and Giants did that the other night. I mean, you just take the points and win a lot because anything can happen.
We just cannibalize the shit out of each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been like that literally my entire life.
I love the Giants this week, though.
No, I do too.
I do
too.
This is the one game of the year where Daniel Jones looks like he's a franchise quarterback.
He looked really good.
He looked good last game, but I mean like an actual all-around franchise
No,
quarterback.
I'm kind of feeling a little bit the same way. Like I feel like we saw, even though they lost, I feel like we saw some momentum. Like we just saw a little, because he really did not make mistakes in that game.
A couple
which
extra
is
days
so
off
rare.
doesn't hurt.
No, I think so too, and I think the rapport he's got with Shepard now is real good. Like I think he's starting to put it together where he's got Shepard, he's got his intermediate route guy. We've got some guy it's starting to click with Galladay a little bit more.
Yeah.
Is Evan Ingram still breathing?
He's
He's got a calf thing. They're saying he's trying to play.
He was out.
What's
the
going
first
on with
2 weeks.
Tony? Aren't he?
Yeah, he tweeted it's weird. I just think it's one of those things. He did have COVID during training camp, so he missed a lot of time. I mean, he's a rookie, right? And right now, we did need more weapons. I think we got to find more ways to get him in as a gadget type, like a Percy Harvin type guy, because I think he has that type of athleticism. But we just haven't really used him. He kind of just really hasn't been a part of the offense at all. We've thrown him, I think, 2 screens that neither of them got blocked well. He kind of just got tackled right away, so. He just hasn't really been a part of the offense so far. It's been kind of weird.
Okay. Go ahead, Marty.
No, it's the Giants or the Falcons. I'm scared about this game because it's so easy.
It's going to be a
take
battle.
the Giants.
I think it's going to be a battle.
Blowout. Yeah, and it's just you're right. Well, Galladay was. Who was he yelling at?
He was yelling at Garrett. He said.
Yeah, Garrett when.
That is funny when they're like, "Oh, are you yelling at the quarterback?" No, I was just yelling at the OC.
I'm good with that though.
That's funny.
I'm
as
good with
hell.
that.
But
That's funny as hell.
I mean, we do need to get the ball to him because
That's
I
what
think
I'm
he's
saying. Like you
obviously
paid,
our-
like he's a guy that can help you win. Like,
he's obviously our best option, but he did drop a couple of passes that game. But we got to
made
get him
some
more
plays too,
involved.
though.
And Shepard's great when he's in that slot. It's just they're gonna win. They're gonna bring me back in, and then they're gonna get fucking blown out soon. It's just
They're
how
in
it
New
happens.
Orleans.
our
Next,
schedule after that.
no, after that.
like,
So in New
it's
in New
crazy.
Orleans on the comeback from Ida.
It's like
is the
Saints.
first
I know
one.
in that stretch we play the Rams, we play the Ravens, we play the Chiefs.
Ooh.
It's like it's crazy.
Y'all better
tough.
win. Got
Crazy tough.
That's why this Eagles Cowboys games a must win for the Eagles, because after this they have like the Chiefs, the Bucks. They're at Carolina. They're at Las Vegas.
Yep.
It's a bloodbath.
Yeah. No, we drew the tough divisions this year.
Yeah.
And I got two other early NFL
Tough
games.
titties.
What a game. 4:25 Eastern, Tampa at the LA Rams. Rams open 1.5-point favorites. Now Tampa, a 1.5-point favorite. My early instincts like the Rams here. I got to tell you the truth. I mean, I can't say I love going against Tampa, but just the way the line movement and sets up, I think I'm taking a look at the Rams. What do y'all think? I mean, it's an awesome game.
I think this is you just sit back as a football fan, get your popcorn, you enjoy it, and you play the over, and you root for both teams.
Yeah, I like
Last
that.
time they
really-
played was 55-40.
Because I really think that's going to be the kind of game it is. I just think it's both just like really, really good offenses. Like they both have good defenses too, but I think just good offenses. I think is going to win in this. They just got athletes everywhere, both sides.
hell of a matchup though.
Just great receivers, really good quarterbacks. Obviously,
Cooper Kupp could lead the NFL. I mean, he's
He's
this-
been
this
unbelievable.
is-
He's been
yeah,
unbelievable.
this year. This
and
is,
they look from a ton. He's getting a ton of targets.
yeah, him and Stafford apparently come in 2 hours early every day and eat breakfast. So I'm buying into all that. Other one I wanted to mention: Seattle's a 2-point favorite at Minnesota. Vikings 0-2. That kicker Joseph, man, missed that 37-yarder.
It's a Minnesota kicker.
Yeah, but
Runs in the family.
Blair
I mean, I'm
Walsh.
taking a look at Minnesota.
Gary Anderson.
I'm taking a long look at Minnesota plus 2, 0-2. They got a good home field advantage, backs against the wall. I mean, I know Seattle's 1-1 though. They blew that lead to Tennessee, but I mean Minnesota. I mean, they got to win. I mean, they have to win. You
They
have
do,
to win.
but-
And they've got a good home field.
Mike Zimmer just finds ways to lose. He just does.
I mean,
He does. He just finds ways to
the
lose.
kicker missing the kick. You can only blame the head coach so much. I mean, they were in a position to win the game. I hear you.
Just
I agree.
lose.
Mitzi, I agree with you just on the sense of like, look at the line. I'm like, oh, like Vikings, like because I think
Seattle is coming off a
Seattle
loss.
looks
So if
easy.
Seattle was 2-0, I would feel almost better.
What's
about
that?
it,
What's
you know?
that over?
55.5. They got some three really. We got
That might be-
Chiefs.
might be another over.
Chiefs Chargers 55.5. That one 55.5. Rams Bucks 55.5. Cowboys Eagles 52. Arizona
Yeah.
Jacksonville 52.
How'd
We
your
got some
system do
high ones.
last week? I mean, the Giants, Redskins, or
Oh,
what
2.
football team? Yeah, tough system.
Well, so all right, so I didn't want to.
it's a tough system.
You didn't want to bring it up.
Hey, what was the other one?
You didn't
Chargers.
wanna bring it up?
It was annoying because that was the highest total by like a point, and the 3 that were like just under it all hit.
But that's a system.
No, hear me out. So it was Ebo sent me the stats on it, and it wasn't good. I'll look up exactly what it was. He sent me it, and it wasn't. The number on it wasn't great for the over, at least. I don't know if he sent me the under
Well,
one.
now you have to start double downing. Now you take the lowest 3 unders.
So
and
this
the
is what
highest
he
3
this is what he
overs.
sent me. He said betting the under and the high, or betting the. He sent it to me kind of incorrect, but it doesn't really matter. He said betting the under of the highest total game every week since 2016 is hitting almost 54%. So essentially betting the over almost 40, like 46 and change.
That
Not
would
great.
add to 100. Yeah.
So bad, yeah, not great. So I think once he sent me that stat, I was like, oh boy, might have to start playing the under. That might be the system.
Yeah, maybe that's-
Got a new system out of it now.
I'm like, what about the over for the second highest total?
Ebo, by the way, he's been beaking about this Derek Carr MVP thing from before the season, and so he started at like 70-1. Now he's 30-1, and he
has been, like,
he's been
he's been
chirping
the Derek Carr
He's been just hammering this
Rider.
Derek Carr thing. All right, couple college ones I want to mention, and then we'll take a couple calls and do some picks, guys. I'll never cheer for Mississippi State ever. I don't think that's a rocket science thing. But every gambling trend I follow 3 strong ones that all hit Mississippi State plus 2.5 against LSU. State lost as a road favorite at Memphis last week. Now they're a home underdog. That's my big one. Mike Leach teams suck as favorites and are awesome as underdogs. And then the road favorite minus 2.5 is the sketchiest freaking line ever. Anytime I see that line, they're just baiting you, take the better team. They can win by a field goal. It's like they're just trying to reel you in. And I just now I'm hearing all this stuff out of Baton Rouge, like they're feeling good after they just beat Central Michigan. You beat a shitty MAC team. Like I just can't say that saves the season. You know, and I mean I'd like to see LSU win. I'm not going to I'm going to pick State, probably not bet on them. But my alarm's going 11 a.m. game with the cowbells. I don't know. I feel like this spot State comes out strong.
No, it might be my lock of the week.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
That one looks really.
And honestly, all series and just watching them, I just think they're a better football team.
State didn't really lose to Memphis either.
I think Mississippi State is just a better football team than LSU is right now.
Yeah, and State's 100%. Tough up front. Their D-line's tough, and LSU's O-lines look really shaky. I don't know, man. I mean, I hope LSU comes out and kills them, but and I've been wrong a million times before. But having said all that, I think
this is going to be a similar one to like the Mississippi State NC State game. Like I think they win it like handily. I just think they're a lot better. LSU is not a good football team.
This is a weird week because usually I kind of tend to like more favorites. I love so many underdogs in college football. I was looking through the dogs and the board was singing. I want to mention, what do y'all think about this Clemson NC State? Clemson's laying like 9.5 or 10. I know NC State got blown out at Mississippi State, but I still think they're a pretty good football team. I think they had a rough night with the cowbells on the road. Things went on. I like NC State. The points here, I mean, it's going to be a low-scoring game. NC State's got a good defense, too.
I do, too.
9.5, 10's a ton here.
And historically, especially since Dabo's been there, too, like NC State always gives them a tough game, it seems like, in Raleigh. I love NC State. They have a solid defense. I mean, Clemson hasn't shown any ability to move the ball.
No, yeah, they've been able to score.
And their O-line and NC State's got a good deal. Yeah, and NC State, I think, can get pressure on DJ.
That's what I'm saying.
And DJ not being mobile has been way more of a factor than I realized. Because Lawrence, like they wouldn't run him a lot, but whenever they needed to, they would run him.
I also think the offensive line isn't as good, and I think that
how can you be Clemson and not have playmakers everywhere?
Losing ETN, I think it's been like a stunning shock to their system that they didn't expect.
Yeah,
just having an explosive running back like that can break any run anytime, and just not have a guy like that whatsoever. You can see they're struggling bad, real bad. I like NC State with the points.
Other one I want to mention real quick, the CBS game, A&M's 5.5 at Arkansas. We saw Arkansas beat Texas already at home. A&M playing with a backup quarterback. I mean, I feel like A&M could win a close game here, but I'm definitely looking at taking another home dog here. I mean, I think it's going to be a lower scoring, 5.5 feels like a lot.
Yeah, it's not one that I'm like, that one didn't jump out to me as much. I definitely circled it, but I don't know.
That's more of a Texas A&M to me.
I just think, I don't have the same
Arkansas going off of that win.
I just think Texas is just I kind of agree with Brandon saying that they're a very finesse team, and that Texas A&M is really good offensive line, really good defensive line. Like they're not a team that you're just going to come out and just punch them in the mouth like that in the line of scrimmage. So that home dog didn't stand out to me as much.
Okay.
As in terms of really wanting to bet it.
And the other one I want to mention real quick is SMU's at TCU. I wish I'd have known that they were playing this week because I would have had to Louisiana Tech last week against SMU. SMU's +9. These games go to the wire every year. Big rivalry game. TCU's bad as a favorite. They're a good underdog. I'm looking at SMU in the 9.
I don't. That's how I feel about Texas Tech.
Okay, they're getting 9 at Texas.
That's the one I had this kind of fit the same bill over Texas Tech. I feel like that game always ends up in some crazy fourth quarter. The game's going back and forth. Last team who has the ball. I'll take the 9.
Okay.
I like Texas Tech.
All right.
So TJ, this guy doesn't do tweets?
Yeah, I don't know if I have the wrong Kyle or what.
Because he just tweeted I don't do the tweets.
Wait, I know we have another Kyle Machi runs the Viceroys.
So Rico just yelled at the wrong Kyle?
I don't know. That's the only second or upstairs Kyle that I know of.
Okay.
Well, what's his name?
This one's Kyle Levy.
Well, that's who Rico yelled at.
Yeah, and he just tweeted at all of us saying that he does not do the tweets.
I mean,
so I retract my statement to him.
I as well. This is all Rico's fault.
Yeah,
I texted Rico and asked which Kyle, so I'll let him.
Well, he said Kyle. He's the
which Kyle supports ISIS, according to Rico. Right. That's what we need to know.
Oh, that's too funny. All right, guys, we got Mark and Phillies red hot in MLB. We're taking a couple calls. Mark, what's up, man? I see you're on an MLB heater. How you doing, man?
What's up, fellas? Thanks for taking my call. Yeah, I'm 15-1 in my last 16 MLB bets, and a huge reason why is because of the St. Louis Cardinals. They've won 10 in a row and 12 of the last 13, and a lot of it at plus money, and I'm at the point where I'm just blindly loyal to them, and they're at plus 110 again tonight against the Brewers, who have nothing to play for. They're pretty locked into that 2 seed and have their worst starter on the mound, so I love the Cardinals again. I don't care if Vegas hasn't bought in. I'm buying in. They seemed dead 2 weeks ago, and like always, the Cardinals get hot at the right time.
They always get hot
Pretty
late.
incredible. It's insane. Every year they seem dead, and it's incredible to see them do this every year while teams like me and Smitty's Phillies are probably about to go a decade without making the playoffs.
Yep.
Pain.
So Cardinals are your play for the day?
Absolutely. Plus 110.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Always good to have you on Pick Central. Let's run.
Well, real quick,
Go ahead.
Nancy.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Louisville, Florida State. Go.
Yes. Okay. Loved Florida State when I saw the line. Louisville's 2.5. That sketcy road favorite line. Only thing, I was like locked in, going to take Florida State, and then I was with my buddy in Florida yesterday who's a Psycho fan, and he said Florida State's O-line was bad, and now 3 guys are out. It's like they don't even exist. Or when the quarterback says hut, the D-line's there.
Interesting.
And so that part, I still am leaning Florida State. Louisville's in a weird spot to catch them. I know I was wrong. Louisville burned me last week, but they're in a weird spot. They upset Central Florida. Now they got to go on the road in a game they're supposed to win. This would be a spot I'm leaning Florida State, but I am worried about
Well, you did say Louisville was only going to win 4 games.
I did, and then they really got me last week in that Central Florida game, which makes me feel better about Ole Miss, actually. But I do like if Florida State's going to win one, I feel like this could be it. But the O-line concerns me.
Okay.
That's kind of my thought. All right, let's get to Seth. We got a call. It says CFB and NFL. Seth, what's up, man? You are on Pick Central.
Hey, what's up, boys? First time, long time. So right now I got Wake Forest plus 160 on the Barstool Sports book. Their defense is real. The last 3 games, they've kept the opposing team only to 14 points. Next, I got the Denver Broncos to win by 2 touchdowns.
Playing the Jets, huh?
Yeah, at the Jets. In Denver against the Jets. But yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for the call. Couple comments. So this Wake Virginia game, never you would think seeing like Wake Forest and Virginia, you never think these are teams that just have explosive athletes that score a ton of points. 68 over under here.
Yeah, I like the over. For me, Wake Forest almost seems like too easy.
Virginia off the loss and a bounce back spot.
That's
here
what
too.
I'm saying. There's so
North
much of me
Carolina
that wants to take Wake Forest, but I just know it's walking into a trap. Honestly, the tomorrow night's game, I really like Marshall. They're catching 7.5.
Yeah, off the East Carolina, off
against,
that weird East Carolina loss, and now they're up for App State. I was looking at that one too.
I like Marshall. I also like the over. The over's in every Marshall game this year.
Yeah, their defense is falling off.
I like Marshall with catching a touchdown.
Okay. Well, Wake Virginia, that was one I couldn't. I had looked at it at first, but I feel like Virginia's in a bounce back spot, so I may be staying away. Jets at Denver.
They said that Wilson is dealing with a groin injury.
Well, this is a good one to sit him out.
No, he said they're probably gonna be ready to go Sunday. They just said he had a groin injury because he threw fucking 4 interceptions.
Well, at Denver's not going to be any easier with their defense.
No,
I mean,
not
look
at
what
all.
Denver did to the Giants, and then Denver. Look how Lawrence had 120 yards last week, so that one's not going to be much better. All right, let's take another call. We got a call from Custer Charlie talking college football from Pennsylvania. What's up, Charlie? How are you?
What's up? I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing good,
I got a few picks. So Mincy, you talked about Arkansas plus 5.5. Love it in Jerry World. Texas A&M backup quarterback still, and I don't know. I just don't trust him, especially after that Colorado game. And I like the under 47 in Notre Dame, Wisconsin. I think both of those are really good picks. What do you guys think?
The under Wisconsin, because I feel like that's just going to be a dogfight. That's kind of how I see it, especially Soldier Field and the grass like that. That's going to be a dogfight game. The A&M, he said A&M, right?
He said.
No, I said Arkansas.
Yeah, I feel like Arkansas. I noticed y'all are a little apprehensive. They feel like a public dog.
Yeah,
that's kind of.
You don't want to die on the hill of the public underdog. We've talked about that. When everybody likes a dog, that's like a bad spot.
And going off what I said before, I just think A&M should be able to win the line of scrimmage in this game, and that's why I don't.
That was how Arkansas beat Texas, was hammering.
I just feel like they could this could be a game where they just kind of never up big, but A&M just kind of controls the game up 10 to 13.
Okay.
In a low scoring type game.
I like A&M money line, of course, but I still think they could that Arkansas definitely could.
The series has been weird because A&M beats them every year, but they beat them by a feet. They've won they used to play in Dallas. It's always close, but now this is the first time they've switched it out of Dallas neutral site. Now they're going home and home, and so they're going to Fayetteville.
Wait, I thought it was still on AT&T.
No, it's in Fayetteville. No, they switched it to Fayetteville.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I'm like.
I thought that it's still an AT&T.
Okay, well, I need to double check that. I was like 90% sure. I heard they switched it to Fayetteville.
Yeah, no, I think it's still a neutral site game.
Okay, we'll check on that. But thank you for the call. What's up, Sonny?
I have something real quick. Have you gentlemen ever heard of anybody having 2 sprained ankles at once?
Carson Wentz.
What the fuck is this guy's
that Aaron Donald play looked like it hurt though.
Oh, obviously.
That one looked like it hurt like a lot.
2 bad
Two's
sprained ankles
incredible.
at once.
It's at AT&T.
What are we
It
doing
is an
out
AT&T.
there?
Okay, I take that back. I knew they were going to move it. Maybe it's an ear or two.
Just tape them both up.
All right, I'm all for Arkansas.
Both
You're
is tough.
just limping on both legs.
It's incredible.
Both is insane. Like I want to see his day to day. You should vlog that. I'd love to see it.
And they're
You
at
can't even stand up and do like a little like every step. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, how does it get to that point? I don't get it.
Guys just grinding it out, I guess.
All right, let's get a call.
Oh yeah, the Warrior.
We got a call from Tyler in Illinois talking college football. What's up, Tyler? You're on Pick Central.
What's up, fellas? I got a lock for you guys Saturday.
We always like to hear that.
Buffalo minus 13.5 at Old Dominion. Old Dominion stinks. Buffalo can run the shit out of the ball.
Old Dominion is bad. Buffalo fought
awful.
great effort against Coastal
They
last
did.
week.
They played
great
well
effort.
against Coastal. It's
Yeah,
at Old
they had a
Dominion
bad
or in
game.
It's
Buffalo?
at Old Dominion.
Okay.
But Old
I know
Dominion,
Buffalo doesn't
Old
play well at
Dominion
home,
didn't
but-
play last year either. But we've seen the teams that sat out last year, like Old Dominion, UConn. It's been rough. That's been a maybe even bigger adjustment than we thought.
No, I like the play.
Yeah, going against Old
Yeah,
Dominion.
no, I think they'll be up 35-0 at half. So
All right.
That would be fantastic.
All right, appreciate the call, Tyler. All right, going to Jordan in Michigan, college football. What's up, Jordan? You're on Pick Central.
Mincy, how you doing, sir?
I'm damn good. Glad to be back here sitting in this chair. How are you?
Good, good. Hey, so I'm riding with TJ and the Scarlet Knights this weekend.
We wanted to talk about that, too. Glad you brought that up.
So I got this thing at 19 at the beginning of the week, and now on Barstool Sportsbook, it's at 20.5. Just wondering what your guys' thoughts are on that. I mean, that seems a little... I'm still going to ride with it, but just checking.
TJ, you going to chime in? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good about that number.
Everyone show Mincy how we're feeling, baby. Come on now.
So
We're
how you doing?
all, we're all on that, boys.
In the points, sprinkle the money line.
Nah, it should be close. We played them to triple overtime last year. I think we got it so much better than we were last year. I think there's a crowd factor that kind of hurts us, but 20, it's a shitload
Well,
of points.
I think it's a spot maybe that gives Rutgers more value. Michigan has just been crushed. I mean, the 63-3, they crushed. They hammered Washington, and then week 1 they
Western Michigan.
But it's like Rutgers is not they're the opposite of a public dog because Michigan's rolling so much, and that makes me kind of look at Rutgers a little more.
Call me crazy. I love Rutgers first half, like kind of money line.
Dude, the first half money lines are a new thing.
Dude,
I like that. The
I
dogs
think they come out hot and like give them a little bit of a scare.
Okay. So a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan, they're frauds. They've always been frauds.
They've looked pretty damn good so far the first 3 weeks. I mean, they definitely look improved.
They ain't played nobody, pal.
I know that. Well, the
Western Michigan kind of, Pitt.
Yeah, that looks good.
But I mean, still, Mac. They beat a. Listen, no, they've looked
Still
really
Mac.
good. They looked really good, but they beat a MAC team and they beat a team who lost to an FCS team. Like Washington stinks.
Yeah, they're bad. They're regressing. All right, thanks for the call. Let's get to Dylan's got a college football call. What's up, Dylan? You're on Pick Central.
What's going on? I'm going to take a minute of your time. I got 2 statements, 4 picks. One, Big Ev calls someone a sick fuck. That is hilarious.
Thank you.
Sad songs to hype you up. Fact.
Love that.
And I got San Jose State, excuse me, money line versus Western Michigan, Notre Dame money line, Rutgers plus 21. I'm going to buy that half a point. And then I'm fading 6 iron kick. Give me the Rays minus 1.5.
Fair.
All right.
That was a good call.
I like the San Jose one. Western Michigan coming off that Pitt win, and San Jose's pretty good. That one I may take a look at.
They got a good defense.
I kind of like that. That pick I kind of like. Appreciate it. All right, we'll take one more.
Mincy, I got to run out real fast. Can I just give my picks real fast?
Fine. That's fine. We can go ahead. You go ahead and lead off, and we'll give our picks.
So I'm sticking with my guns too. I got the Rays. I have to stay with them. I wish I can go with the 6 iron kid. I got Reds minus 1.5. Marlins, Yankees minus 1.5, and the Brewers. The Cardinals are getting a little they're hot as shit right now, and I hit them plus 200. I think 2 nights in a row.
Nice.
I think it's what are the Brewers. Yeah, 124. I think today they got to put a stop to the Cardinals. Good show, boys. I'll be back.
Thanks, Marty. Smitty, you want to go ahead and give your picks?
Yeah, I was thinking Brewers, but they don't have much on the mound. Tonight, we're stacking the Phillies. It's a must-win game. Wheeler on the bump. They don't win tonight and win handedly. Season's over, but I think the momentum from last night cuts them in. My strikeout over-under, somebody's going to need to do a stat check on this. Big Ev, I know you love them now. Good God. They are biblical right now.
My first college football first half unders have been like that too.
There you
go.
Yeah,
it's just like I'm hitting like 80%.
Superdome's on fire. We're all going nuts. Kluber K's, flex in Seattle under K's, Marlins money line at home against the Nationals, and Yankees keep steamrolling. And the bet with Smitty is going to be a Zach Wheeler parlay.
Okay, I've got the Phillies by a run and a half too. Ev, you are on fire. I just went through the standings. you were like the last. You were seriously on
Baseball,
one the last couple days.
Baseball, football, everything.
Yeah, the last few days have been monster.
Been hitting these big dogs. So I was legitimately upset the Tigers-White Sox game got canceled. I was ready to pounce on the Tigers plus 150 and plus 1.5, but the game got canceled, unfortunately. I'm in kind of a predicament right now.
Okay.
Because I'm on the race. And
but you love the 6-iron kid.
No one has rode harder for the 6-iron kid than me.
You know whichever play you make is not going to win.
I know.
You almost should dodge the game. You almost should dodge the game.
I can't do that. I'm not a coward. I have to. This is really hard. I'm on the Cardinals. I'm loyal
You
to the
can't
Cardinals.
take the 6-iron kid again if you don't take him now.
I know.
It's either ride or die, bitch.
I'm on the Blue Jays. Swap it.
You're swapping
There
it.
you go.
Swap it.
You're loyal.
If I'm one thing in this world, it's loyal.
That's
if I'm
it.
loyal to a fault, then shame on me. I'm loyal. So I'm also, just because the Tigers got canceled, I'm going to add a couple more plays.
Okay.
I am going to add the Yankees minus 1.5. And I'll tweet out if I find out some other things. I'm going to do a little research. That threw me off that the Tigers game got canceled.
All right.
But I'll have the Yankees minus 1.5 as well. I think they keep rolling. They're just a streaky team. When they have a big game like they did last night, they usually keep it going for a little bit. So I think they hammer them again tonight.
Hell of a heater. I'm going the opposite way. I think there's like bad juju from what happened, whatever. But 0-6 last 2 days. We were free falling. I almost don't even want to do baseball anymore because I love my football and I'm like okay at baseball. But we like Ev, not a quitter. We keep firing. Got the Phillies by a run and a half with Zach Wheeler. Got the Reds by a run and a half.
The Reds got canceled.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
You should change that Phillies pick too.
We got to win sometime. Phillies by a run and a half, and I got the Astros team total over 5.5. But I'll be firing very, very hard on college NFL. Got a ton of stuff at the board, and I will be showing also from now on, just for clarification, there will be bet slips and receipts shown, and we're going to keep rolling, including the parlays.
Well, did you see it made its way to the Dave Portnoy
It
show?
did. It did.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad.
I didn't.
So what was said was Dave immediately said it didn't count, and he said, "What's his excuse?" And they said, "I didn't really give any," and I didn't really give any publicly. I'm going to stick.
Yeah,
by
it
that.
would have went a lot worse for you if it was done live.
Yeah.
Put it.
Oh yeah, that's why we didn't. I knew.
And I appreciate. Like I will say this too. I'll say this publicly. Like obviously it was a debate. It was a vote. I saw who voted for me, who against me, whatever. Y'all had my back, not throwing me out to dry there.
It was
like, actually.
My thing was, I would have anybody
It wasn't
who would have
against
done that.
me.
I would have voted the same
No,
way.
Ev, that's what I'm saying. I didn't take it personal at all. But I'm saying if y'all actually had something personally against me, I would have gotten thrown to the wolves.
Well, that would have been just more for like content and just to like if we really wanted to hammer the point home. I knew the point had been made. I knew the way it would go if we had, because I just know how he is. I just know that
and I get it, and I'm living and we move on, and you'll see bet slips from me from now on. We probably won't be very large bets, but they'll be receipts.
Yeah, no, it never. It's I like Marty said the other day, and I agree with him. It's not about unit share. I'm not here to tell you to put your life savings, especially on a fucking plus 2,200 parlay.
Which was sick to hit, though. I will say, even if not, like that was still a sharp bet. I think.
No, 100%, 100%.
And I'll keep them coming, and I'll just post bet receipts from now on, and we learn, man.
You don't even have to post everything. It was like an honor system. Like it was more like I appreciate at least you. I mean you.
Oh, I wasn't gonna lie about it.
Because if you said you bet it, I don't think anyone would have.
I would have never known.
Would have begged for the slip, but
but I'm just not like I'm not a liar. I'm just like,
that.
Look, if I've learned anything in life, and I've made a million mistakes in my past, but the cover-up's worse than the crime all the time.
That's
when people get in trouble.
That's a fact.
No. You get caught. You get caught on something. If people respect it, even if you look bad in that moment, like you just got to say, "Look, that's true." I know this may not look great, but if you lie about it and it comes out that you're lying, that really looks bad character. So it is what it is. I've been upfront on it. We learn from our mistakes. We move on. That's how we go.
All good.
Yep. And I appreciate you guys. Do we have time? We got 12. We don't have time for another call. Zah, how you doing, man? How we doing? How's life?
Good, Mincy. I'm actually very upset. ESPN is not showing quite possibly a top 10 biggest sports team on the planet on TV today playing Arsenal Football Club. They just decided not to show the fucking game, so I'm just here I don't know what to do with myself.
So it's not on TV at all?
It's not on TV at all. I'm hearing rumors that apparently there's not they aren't even broadcast cameras at the place, so there's no feed. They might not be full feed for.
So I was going to say you could
sounds like a conspiracy
to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm going to figure it out after the yak. But we got some Carling Cup, Carabao Cup they call it now, Carabao Cup action going on. Arsenal's playing Wimbledon. Man United, I think, played yesterday. I don't know who the hell's playing, but yeah, that's what's going on in my life.
All right.
Can I add one more thing?
Of course.
Fuck Ben Simmons.
Expand.
That's it. Just fuck him.
No, I think that's fair.
Yeah, fuck him.
The crazy thing still to me is
fuck him.
That this obviously not like Sixers fans, but like Sixers like the front office and fucking Doc. They're like, Doc's like, we gotta win a championship with him. Like, they're acting like, oh, like we like still want him. I'm like, why the fuck do you want him?
Well,
what about what you've seen with this team, especially in the playoffs, would make you continue
up to a certain point? You need to say
team.
that to just keep his trade value high. Now, fuck him. I don't even want to trade him at this point. I just want to keep him on the bench out of spite.
Well, I saw the trade I saw was like McCollum and like Covington.
Put him in a dungeon.
I'm like.
Put him in a dungeon. You can't get him out to Siberia for some value.
Crazy.
Fuck him. Thank y'all for joining us, Pick Central. Appreciate Zah, TJ, our crew. The Yak is up next. We'll be back tomorrow on the Barstool Sportsbook YouTube channel.